Hello friends, in the series on income tax cases, today we will discuss a very important case on section 127 order. In the present case, the issue before Delhi ITAT-E bench was that if the file of the assessee is being transferred from one officer to another and there is no section 127 order for the transfer of that file, and if the assessee do not challenge this thing either before the assessing officer or before the CIT appeal, can assessee challenge this jurisdictional ground first time before the tribunal, or the plea of the revenue that the assessee has to challenge the jurisdiction within 1 month from the issue of the notice under section 143(2) will be applicable in case where there is no transfer order under section 127. This issue has been decided by Delhi ITAT-E bench in the case of Manish Gupta versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case is having the reference number of ITA number 6100 Delhi 2024, and the date of the judgment is 17th June 2026. The effects of the case are like this. In the present case, first of all, the notice under section 143 subsection 2 was issued for doing the scrutiny by Ward 36 for Delhi. After that, the case of the assessee was transferred to Circle 36-1, and the Circle 36-1 Delhi again issued the notice to the assessee under section 143 subsection 2 within the statutory time limit of issuing the notice under section 143 subsection 2. But the case of the assessee was once again transferred to Circle 18-1, and the Circle 18-1 completed the assessment of the assessee without issuing the notice under section 143 subsection 2, and there was no transfer order for transferring the case of the assessee from Ward 36-4 to 36-1 Circle, and then from Circle 36-1 to Circle 18-1. In the present case, the assessment was ex parte. The assessment was done under section 144, that is best judgment assessment. When the assessee filed the appeal before the CIT appeal, the CIT appeal remanded the matter back to the assessing officer to do the assessment again. The assessee filed the appeal before the tribunal and raised the additional ground that in the present case the assessment is bad in law because the assessment has been completed by Circle 18-1 without issuing the notice under section 143 subsection 2, or alternatively the Circle 18-1 do not have the jurisdiction because there is no transfer order either from Ward 36-4 to ACIT Circle 36-1, and then again from Circle 36-1 to Circle 18-1. As per contra, the revenue was contesting that in the present case, since the assessee has not challenged the jurisdiction within 1 month from the issue of the notice under section 143 subsection 2, so the assessee loses its right. For this, the tribunal said that section 124 subsection 3 is applicable only in case where the assessee is challenging the territorial jurisdiction, but it is not applicable where the very subject matter of the jurisdiction is in challenge. The revenue was relying on the case of Abhishek Jain versus ITO, which is reported in 94 Taxman 355. For this, the tribunal said that that judgment is not applicable because that judgment is applicable only where the assessee is challenging the territorial jurisdiction or monetary jurisdiction, because in that case the Honorable Delhi High Court has said that the assessee has to challenge the territorial jurisdiction or monetary jurisdiction as soon as possible. But since in the para 22 of that judgment the Honorable Court has said that where the jurisdiction at the subject matter is distant and stand at a different footing, meaning thereby that where the assessee is challenging the basic jurisdiction of the assessing officer, then in that case that is on a different footing. In the present case, the tribunal relied on the judgment of Honorable Supreme Court in the case of ACIT versus SK Industries, which is reported in 141 Taxman 568, and in the case of Gaurav Singhal, ITA number 5786 Delhi 2018. The tribunal said that the AO cannot on his own transfer file from one officer to another, and section 127 is a statutory required to transfer the file. Since in the present case there is no transfer order under section 127, so the whole assessment is liable to be quashed. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Manish Gupta versus DCIT, and the reference number is ITA number 6100, Delhi 2024, and the date of the judgment is 17th June 2026. Thank you, friends.